Welcome to the Shreveport Connection with Tommy. This video is on Impact Wrestling and also Impact Wrestling news for this week of July 26th, 2012. I'm uploading it on the 27th. Bear with me if I have pauses in between. Got issues with my throat. According to the written documents on my thing, it says I have an ulcered esophagus, which means a narrowation in my esophagus and my throat. Okay, first some brief news. Nick Dinsmore, formerly known as Eugene, who appeared on the beloved character for WWE several years ago, competed in a dark match prior to Thursday's live Impact Wrestling broadcast on Spike TV. That was last week under the Nick Dinsmore name. He lost to TNA Wrestling veteran Talent Kazarian. And as you see, blood work done. I just got home. Dinsmore has ties to TNA as he works as a trainer and wrestler for the developmental promotion Ohio Valley Wrestling, and also appeared as the character Dr. Nicholas Dinsmore for their Indian-based satellite promotion Ring King last year. Dinsmore's appearance comes days after he stood up for WWE in response to negative media portrayals toward the Eugene character and the sports entertainment organization. Darien Times writer Joshua Fisher stated in an editorial last week, blistering Linda McMahon's United States Senate campaign, that her job creation method included making fun of retarded men during her reign as WWE CEO, which spurred Colin McEnroe of the Hartford Courant to assert in an editorial that the Eugene character was mentally retarded and unmistakably played for laughs. WWE then issued a statement Tuesday setting the record straight regarding its programming and storylines. It is clear, based on Mr. McEnroe's latest blog post, that he does not understand WWE's programming like Hollywood movies and Broadway shows. It's an exciting blend of action, characters, and fictional storylines of good versus evil that entertains millions weekly. His assertion that the Eugene character was essentially a comic device is inaccurate and lacks total perspective. In their statement, WWE enclosed a video of Dinsmore offering a truthful portrayal of Eugene, where he argued that the character is an underdog who always came out on top and overcame adversities. Okay, Velvet Sky appeared to be on the verge of leaving the company due to contractual dispute. Somebody said, and this is not a case of simply lowballing the knockouts. Rather, talent relations head Bruce Pritchard is said to be asking a number of wrestlers to restructure their contracts. A well-placed source noted that the wrestlers who have time remaining on their deals and are among those who have asked to restructure. Some do, some don't. And it looks to me like Velvet chose not to, so she's been released from her contract. And she stated in her Twitter comments regarding her departure from TNA, "I have been granted my release by TNA at this time." As Velvet wrote, also, it's what's best for me right now, and I wanted to thank TNA and all the fans for their constant support in me. Stay tuned, though, unquote. I also want to thank Vince Russo for creating and believing in the team of the beautiful people. We had a great run. Follow her online at twitter.com, VelVelHoller. Let the speculation of a beautiful people reunion possibly could come to WWE in some near future. I assume we'll see this happen on the indie scene somewhere, but only time will tell whether WWE would take an interest in bringing in the duo with a similar gimmick. They may not be able to use beautiful people, but some other name. In some cases, talent have raises built into their multi-year deals. yet are being asked to restructure. The source stated that some wrestlers feel as though that they are being presented with take it or leave it type offers. I don't believe that Sky fits into the restructure deal category, but as it appears her contract is on the verge of expiring, she has indicated to colleagues that she's not pleased with the direction of the negotiations. Of course, negotiations could take a turn for the better, but for now, it appears as though she is on the verge of leaving the company. Sources within TNA Wrestling have confirmed that Bully Ray and Devon's respective contracts with the organization will also expire in 4 to 5 weeks. Both wrestlers have been negotiating new contracts with the management, but no movement has been made towards any sure agreements has been reached. Bully Ray underwent an incredible career resurgence after retooling his character following the split of the Team 3D in late 2010. Likewise, Devon underwent a career rebirth following a split and now reigns as TV champion. But both assist younger talent in their 3D academy, with Bully Ray working behind the scenes as an agent and Devon wrestling them at both television and house show events. TNA Wrestling producer Eric Bischoff, who reigned as general manager of the Raw from 2002 to 2005, congratulated his former employer on reaching the 1,000 episodes on Monday. Congrats to the team at WWE on amazing 1,000 episodes. Phenomenal achievement, he tweeted. Tara, who accidentally noted on her Twitter that she was in St. Louis, Missouri on Monday, the site of Raw, said that she didn't go to the show. She tweeted, "I didn't go to at WWE at Raw 1000, but I haven't ruled out Raw 2000. For now, you can see me this Thursday on Impact Wrestling." Kurt Angle says that there were rumors he will be featured in WWE 13, but also says that TNA is working on a new video game as well. He wrote on Twitter, "Don't know yet if I'll be in WWE 13. There are rumors I am. TNA is in the process of making a new game. Should be cool." 12-time world champion and Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle, age 43. Wed his girlfriend of 2 years just recently, actress Giovanna Yanati, age 25. This past Friday is the second marriage after divorcing Karen Smedley, now known as Karen Jarrett, in 2008. He also announced big news. Well, this big news, I'm married. Kyra Cody Giuliana. Guess what? We're due to have another baby. Life is awesome. Angle tweeted, the couple already have one child together. On January 22nd, 2011, Yanati gave birth to a daughter named Giuliana Marie Angle. And that's it from the Angle point of view for right now. A Bound for Glory series match featured Christopher Daniels versus Robbie E. was taped Thursday before Thursday's live Impact Wrestling broadcast. So, Sam Shaw, who was assaulted by the Aces and Eights gang before his scheduled gut check match on last Thursday's live event, live show broadcast, he has appeared on TNA Wrestling programming in the past. The Florida-based independent wrestler portrayed the character Lupus at the ECW themed pay-per-view Hardcore Justice in August 2010. He is a product of the Team 3D Academy of Professional Wrestling. Thus going back on Bully Ray and Devon. Kevin Nash claims that he is bringing a great crew to Aruba for the Caribbean Wrestling Bash. The Legends Tour starts September the 9th and ends on starts on September the 10th and ends on the 9th. The weekend so far includes Nash, Raw 1000 guests, Billy Gunn and X-Pac, WWE legends Jerry the King Lawler and Roddy Piper, Scott Steiner, Rhino, and former TNA knockouts Angelina Love and Velvet Sky. Who knows if Velvet is still with TNA or not? And she wasn't on last night's event, so take it from that. She may be permanently gone. And you can get all the details at cwbaruba.com. Ring of Honor star Broderick Strong turned 29 yesterday. Strong was most recently the Ring of Honor TV champion before dropping it to Adam Cole, and was one of the men mentioned by Kenny King, who is now in TNA, but maybe something else is going on, because from the programming from last night's show, I believe he was cut from the roster. Mentioned by Kenny King as someone King would like to see back, in Strong's case, in TNA. Former NWA World Heavyweight Champion and NWA Hall of Famer Wildfire Tommy Rich turned 56 yesterday. Rich started fast in the business, earning the PWI Rookie of the Year in 1978, but never reached superstardom, even as he was a staple of the wrestling on TBS for most of the 1980s. He was last seen on ECW 2000 as a member of FBI Full Blood Italians, with the tag team members of Nunzio, a.k.a. I forgot his name. I even got him on the video game. And also Tracy Smothers. And the show starts off from the July 26th episode. Sting made his way out to the ring, but before that, they did the highlights of the AJ drug addict mother deal, which, to my opinion, a waste of time. Sting announced that he was filling in for Hogan as GM while Hogan is recovering. Sting called out Aces and Eights, but a double comes out instead. He warned Aces and Eights that if they showed up tonight, they would have to deal with him. Kurt Angle comes out and said he wants to fight Aces and Eights as well. Bobby Roode joined the brouhaha slowly, and he said he knows who is behind all of the attacks. Roode blamed James Storm for the attacks because he's been out of the title picture for almost a year. So I guess Roode forgot when he got beat at Lockdown. Storm ran out and attacked Roode from behind. The two brawled into the ring. Eventually, Angle pulled Storm off, and Roode made his escape. Everybody did their parts as well, but sorry. But I worry that this is a sign that Aces and Eights is going to be a show-splitting faction, a la NWO. I hope they manage to let this group be its own thing rather than a rehab of an idea that has been done to death. Tara, Kid Cash, and Kurt Angle talked up Chavo Guerrero's debut in highlights that were taped earlier this week. Well, Harvey stalked Roode through the back and questioned him on his claim that Storm is behind the Aces and Eights. Roode left the building while spouting off about how no one believes him. Harvey got his weekly on-air shot of looking perturbed. Match number 1, Gail Kim and Madison Rayne defeated Gail Kim and Madison Rayne versus Tara and Mickie James. James and Tara controlled early on as they worked Kim over. Kim managed to get the better of James, and the heels went to work wearing her down. James eventually got the hot tag to Tara, who stormed the ring and hit a world side slam on Rayne. She had the pin, but Kim made the save. The match broke down, and James rolled Madison Rayne up for the 1-2-3. However, she rolled too far, and at this point, this was a screwjob referee who was refereeing the match, who was none other than the mystery man of Madison Rayne, Earl, the womanizer Hebner. And her shoulders were down 1-2. Shoulder up by Mickie as the camera was showing it. But Earl Hebner, well, just like the old days, not. And raises Madison's hand. Gail Kim and Madison Rayne defeated Mickie and Tara in 3 minutes 44 seconds. Sting spoke lighting facts backstage about Aces and Eights with Austin Aries. Sting told Aries to make some cuts in the X Division to relieve him of some of his duties. That being Sting's duties. A hype for Sam Shaw aired. So the story now is that Hebner is going to be biased in Madison Rain matches. The idea of the two hooking up makes my head hurt. I'm willing to give it an angle, but it lacks a lot. I see where they go with this. TNA is frantic pace mode again. They need to slow down and focus on one thing at a time rather than getting too many stories going on at once. Alright, we got Sam Shaw. Let's see, Hernandez, Gunner, and Bully Ray did their hype segments for Chavo Guerrero and their opinion. Sam Shaw versus Douglas Williams in a gut check challenge, a redo from last week. Shaw controlled the early going, but he took forever climbing the ropes. Williams chopped him down and shot a Joey Ryan attack. Attacking Al Snow from the live crowd aired as he snuck to the ringside. Williams used the distraction to take advantage of hitting the rolling chaos to pick up the win. So Douglas Williams defeated Sam Shaw in 2 minutes 35 seconds. Backstage, Aries revealed who's going to face Zema Ion for the X Division Championship. They each made their case to Aries. Aries kicked Zema Ion out of the room. And the wrestlers went back to bickering. Aries cut Rashad Cameron first for saying nothing but Rashad Cameron movement over and over. So Rashad is gone from TNA, supposedly. A Chavo Guerrero hyped video aired. The same one that they were hyping last week. TNA is doing an excellent job of building Chavo throughout the evening, and I've been stating this for the last several months, and my prediction came true, as you'll see what happens later on in this event. Okay, the gut check this week was just further emphasized that you get more when airtime. Then they choose not to hire you, and that everyone TNA brings in for these are chumps because they've all lost their matches within 3 minutes. I'm not trying to take the piss out of the gut check, but TNA has done a terrible job of selling it in the first 4 months. All right, Chavo makes his debut wearing a suit. And he said hello and said he should have been here the last few years. He said he felt humble for being allowed to be in this ring. He said the Guerrero family has always been always conquerors and been champions in every continent and every company. Chavo said that hasn't happened in TNA yet. So that gave me the cue as tag team champion. And who, none other than Hernandez, will be a well fit to the La Familia faction. Well, let's see what they name it other than the Mexican America again. Okay, Chavo said he saw hunger in the eyes of the talents backstage in the locker room. He also saw the eyes of the best in the back, and he was here to beat the best. Chavo said that the Guerreros had great timing, and he said, it's time. It's Guerrero time. Pun the Vader time. He said he was going to be a champion right here in TNA soon. Well, Kid Cash and Gunner come out challenging him. Cash had a mic and he made fun of the Guerrero family. Chavo said that he never claimed to be a legend. The fans is the one that called him a legend. Cash said Chavo talked like the Guerreros were royalty. He asked where Chavo's family was now. Chavo said that the fans were his family. Cash continued asking where the Guerreros were. He referred to one of them as a drunk, and Chavo then attacked him. Gunner and Cash backed Chavo into the corner, and Hernandez ran down to make the save. La Familia, Mexican America reform. As another different version. Well, and that ended that segment. Kurt Angle and Jay Storm spoke backstage in the locker room, and Angle asked Storm if he was behind Aces and Eights. Storm denied a connection, and Angle believed him. Like I said, I predicted this teaming months ago. Mexican America alive, bringing back Bringing in Chavo. No, just no. Chavo did well here in establishing himself with the TNA crowd, but I wish he would focus more on why he is important rather than talking nonstop of the family he was born into. Well, they cut back to the gut check stuff. Taz, Bruce Pritchard, and Al Snow argued backstage about Joey Ryan. Snow said Ryan has his attention. Pritchard tried to transition into a debate about Shaw. Taz said Shaw looked good. Pritchard talked about Ryan more than he did Shaw. But Taz brought it back and said that Shaw looked good. They showed a video package covering the crazy Claire storyline. Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier, the drug addict. Then today set up the Bound for Glory series leaderboard with Samoa Joe still at the top. AJ Styles makes his entrance. So it's AJ Styles in a Bound for Glory series match against James Storm. The two men worked some chain wrestling early on. Claire was shown scowling at ringside as Storm began to take control. Storm worked some power moves and Styles came back off of a drop kick. Styles worked over Storm for a majority of the match and scored several near falls. Storm hit the eye of the Storm late in the match for another near fall. Styles threw Storm into a turnbuckle and followed with a springboard chop for a near fall. Styles went for the Styles Clash, but Storm reversed it into an Alabama Slam. Storm hits a DDT on the apron for a near fall. Styles hit a sudden Pele kick. Styles went right for a Styles Clash, but Storm counters with a closing time. Storm sets up for the last call, only to eat a Pele kick. Ace and 8 stormed the ring and attacked AJ Styles. TNA immediately went cuts to commercial. AJ Styles and James Storm ended in apparent no contest at 10 minutes, 18 seconds. Each earned 2 points in the BFT series. My daughter wants to enter the picture and get her 5 seconds of fame. Come on, do the Christian Edge. She's got a serious call of whooping cough. Okay, back to the ending of the show. Brilliant right up to until the end. I'm not even talking about the non-finish. This was good for making viewers question if Storm is behind the group or not. I'm referring to how TNA just cut right to break without making any reflection or even announcing the result. Normally, that would only be a big deal because it would be another instance of TNA having crap timing with their segments. But with the BFG match, the finish is crucial to the point rankings. That entire sequence was just sloppy. Backstage, Harvey pointed out that he could be the leader of the Aces and Eights. Storm got violently angry and grabbed Harvey by the collar to inform him that this is not how he operates. Sam Shaw comes out for his judging. Sam said that he has the determination and the drive, so please say yes to Sam Shaw. Snow said he didn't get to see what Shaw did in the ring, but he would be happy to say yes just to stick it to Joey Ryan. But he said no. Bruce Pritchard said yes because he did a hell of a job tonight. Boris told Shaw to kick out with a promo. Shaw did some ass kicking before asking Taz to say yes. Taz said yes without any explanation, and Shaw bounced around the ring in a celebration. A-Double continued his cuts backstage. He asked guys why he deserved a shot. Duck complained about his shoulder and hairspray for why he lost the Ultimate X match. King says he has the size, the speed, charisma, and the good looks. He said he's there to fill Aries' shoes. Darsal said he brings an aggressive. My daughter shoulder started playing on a video game. Turn it down. Apologize for that. Okay. All right, back to the segment there. Duck complained about his shoulder and complained that that's why he lost from the hairspray to on the Ultimate X. Kenny King said he has the size, speed, charisma, and all the good looks. He said he's the man to fill Aries' shoes. Barry Darsow said that he brings an aggressive dominance to the X Division. Aries said the X Division is about flash and pretty tough. So Darsow was eliminated due to his style. Providing a gimmick name to the promo guys, give a split vote really doesn't help making anything feel authentic. I'm still down with a gut check idea because TNA keeps signing guys that don't perform yet focus on a guy that they said no to. It undermines the concept in its entirety and makes the judges look like idiots. We'll go backstage segment. Austin Aries decided to have Kenny King compete tonight because Dutch's shoulder is still questionable. He almost this looks like it's a X Division title match against Zema Ion. King took control early, but Ion managed to turn the tide. Ion worked over King's neck with chokes and rest holds. Ion hit the tilt-the-world facebuster for a near fall. King made a comeback and hit a corkscrew dive on Ion to the floor. Ion got his hairspray and distracted the referee. Bobby Roode ran down and attacked King while he stood on the apron for this distracted victory for Ion. He ran over and covered the fallen King for the victory. Yep, it was the X Division title match, championship match. Austin Aries ran out and attacked Bobby Roode. Bully Ray told Harvey backstage that he's not worried about aces and eights. Ray then put over Angle as the best wrestler in the world, but he said he was the toughest. Well, that was odd. I'm fine with the finish, but that's weird seeing Roode involved in another angle. The match was just enough to make me want to see a return match from the two down the line. They need to build up Ion in some manner, as it currently doesn't feel like a big enough deal, despite carrying a title. His relevance took a beating by being gone for 4 months before suddenly returning and carrying the belt. Bully Ray versus Kurt Angle in a Battle for Glory Series match. The men started off with a staring contest. Angle blinked first. How many BFG points is that? All right, wrestling. The men locked up and jockeyed for control as they both tried to establish control. Angle went right for the Angle Slam, but Ray managed to get away from him. Ray responded with a few strikes, and then he went for the Bully Bomb. Angle switched it into ankle lock attempt, but Bully got to the ropes for the save. Ray dropped Angle on his neck, and the show went to commercial. Back from the break, Ray continued to work over Angle's neck, and Angle eventually battled back and hit the rolling German suplexes. Angle followed with an ankle lock, but Bully battled out and hit an entry for a near fall. Angle responded with Angle Slam for a near fall of his own. Angle missed a moonsault. Ray went for a cutter, but Angle shoved him off and hit a second Angle Slam for 1, 2, 3. And he won the match in 11 minutes 50 seconds to earn 7 points. Well, after that, Ace and Ace ran down and attacked Angle first. Angle after the match. Well, that emptied the locker room of Austin Aries. Sting just gingerly walks down. AJ Styles is running down, and so James Storm runs out kind of late in the action. When Storm came out, Ace and Ace booked it, hightailed it out of the ring without confrontation. Storm did try and hit one of them as he just fell off the apron. Today announced next week we will see Kurt Angle versus James Storm in a BFG series match. Well, so we get a standard NWO finish. Fine for what it is. So predictable. Almost I think everybody's seen enough of this. I like Ace and Ace and what TNA is doing with them, but I wish they pull back on the reins a bit. They risk overexposure before we even get a second chapter, and they already have babyfaces teaming up to fight them off. Overall, it was a good, entertaining edition of Impact. The show felt like it flew by real fast, like other than the drunk angle part, or the drug addict part, in my opinion. The TNA still needs to work on their timing with switching between angles, but otherwise they're doing really solid work. As I added earlier, the creepy Claire segment needs to be eliminated quick. That's just it's like somebody used to say, save the drama for your mama, folks. And that ends my report for this week.